Hello, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Kenzie. I am a second year third grade teacher in Indiana. I am wrapping up my classroom setup series this week. I have really today and tomorrow left, and then my room will be good to go. So excited. And after the room is ready to go, a full-blown room tour will be coming your way. So watch out for that too. So I'm gonna get started and show you guys what I'm doing. I don't have a ton to do, but just little things here and there. So I'll kind of show you guys as I work. All right, here we go. Idea floating all around the IG. I know that we are going to be able to use our books and classroom library this year, but books will definitely have to quarantine for, I think it's 48 hours before kids can use them. So I have this bookshelf here that has these flexible seating items that I won't be able to use this year. So sorry, one of my coworkers walked in. So anyway, I have this bookshelf that will have nothing on it and not being used. So I'm going to put these signs underneath and on top, and that way I have a spot designated for kids to put books when they finish them. That way I know which books need to be cleaned and quarantined. And so yeah, that'll be good. And I'll just probably check it every day to make sure I know which books have been there for the amount of time they've been there, yada yada, you guys know what I mean. So that's what I'm gonna do now and take all this stuff off. I'm really sad about my flexible seating, but that's life and we will make it through. All right, now I've got my little book quarantine spot. I had to put the tape up like that. I know it's not cute, but the material of the back of this bookshelf is really weird, so none of my tape would stick. So that's why I've got the masking blue tape there. Whatever, it's fine, it'll work. So now I've got this spot and I think this will be really nice. I guess the one upside and positive to this year is that my classroom library is definitely gonna stay organized because the kids will not be putting books back themselves. I'm going to have to take on that responsibility, which now it's gonna be really easy because I know where everything goes and I have a system. So yeah. So the next thing on my to-do list is my 6 writing traits board, and I just got all my pieces laminated and cut. That's what you guys saw me doing. So here's a before of my writing board. On the left, I have the writing process. Down below are the 6 writing traits, and I know it's kind of messy looking. That's what we're fixing up now. So, and up top, I would put anchor charts for writing, but I am switching this completely up. So I just wanted to give you guys a little before. And now I'm gonna pull everything off and get to work on the newness. Spatial awareness is obviously not very good. I made those way too big. So I'm going to have to trim them down a lot more. That way it ends, the train ends about here versus that far out. So basically what I did, I went in and made a poster for each of the writing traits and some I can statements about their writing. That way, when they're working on a piece of writing, they can go through each trait and see if they meet the criteria, if that makes sense. So the pictures beside it, with the 6 writing traits, there are, kind of icons that go with it that help the kids to remember the traits more, and it really does work. The visual aspect of it is what I think sticks in kids' brains. So when I introduce a new trait, I introduce it by the icon. So for ideas, I pull up the light bulb and I hold it next to my head and I'm like, what could this writing trait be? And then we talk about it and we talk about the symbolism of the icon, if that makes sense. So this is going to be the section of the 6 writing traits. Over here, if you can notice, I left a gap about that big, and I am going to put some strategies that we use for our writing, like cups and arms. I'm gonna add to this bulletin board as well. So that will be coming. I kind of brainstormed that earlier. And I'm also going to leave a spot down on the bottom for the current writing focus we're on. So if we're working on personal narratives, there's gonna be a little info poster there. If we're working on opinion, there's gonna be a little info poster there. So I'm gonna use my Cricut to cut out writing focus and then have that little poster, and then up here will be those strategies. So I know you can't really get the full picture now. I'm going to make those tonight at home and bring them back tomorrow to put up. So the board will be done tomorrow, but I'm liking how this is looking a lot better. Anyway, so that's the thought, that's the end goal, if you were wondering. I whipped these little guys up for my door because when we get to arrays and multiplication, we talk a lot about making rows, and we talk about horizontal, vertical, and the kids always get so mixed up and confused. So hoping if this is on the door, it'll just be a reminder for them every time they walk in and out, and they'll see it, and hopefully it'll just register more in their brain. So I'm gonna put this up real quick, and I think that looks really nice and will just be a nice reminder for the kiddos. I might add another one to the other side, we'll see. But yeah, there we go. Hey guys, sad day, but I think what I'm gonna do now is deflate my yoga balls and my donut ball and anything else that needs to be deflated, and get these things ready to take home. I don't even want to talk about it because I love my flexible seating, but maybe next year we'll be back to normal. What a sad sight, but there's my yoga balls. At least I'll be able to store them at home a little bit easier. Now I need to get this stuff all put in my car and take it home, and then I'm gonna have to spread my tables. Sorry, cannot talk. I'm gonna have to spread my tables out more because they're not distanced enough. So I'm making room here and just gonna have to push tables more towards the library. So I'm gonna do that here in a little bit. All right, I think I'm gonna take my chairs off of stacks and put them at tables just so I can get a better feel of how much room and space I actually have. So I'm gonna do that really quick and then kind of play around with the tables. So weird for me to see chairs at these tables because I'm used to flexible seating. I only have 2 tables that are chairs normally. I had extras in here in case kiddos couldn't handle flexible seating and we had to switch it out. But my kids did great last year, so I had this table and then another circle table that had chairs. Everything else was flexible seating. So it's kind of weird to look around the room and see so many chairs. I have to get more sent to my room because, like I said, I didn't have a whole class set. So I'm just gonna kind of wait until I get my final number count before I bug my custodial staff. And then I'm gonna have to raise these tables up. I had pillows at both of these, so they're gonna have to get raised back up because they're too low. So now I can kind of actually see though how much space I have up here. I think I'm gonna take this home because I don't really sit in it ever. I only sit in it when I read aloud, and I don't mind walking around while I do that. So that's gonna go home to free up this little space. I'm hoping this can be a little corner where kids can go for a break from wearing their mask, because if they are within that 6 feet separation, they can take their mask off. So from here to that chair is definitely 6 feet, and same for there. So I'm hoping that will be a little corner I can have for kids to take breaks if they need it. I'm still kind of trying to find other spots around the room. I'd like to find 4 spots. That way I can send a whole table group at a time for a break, and just kind of go by table group, if that makes sense. And I'd have to sanitize, obviously, in between. So we'll figure that out, guys. I don't even know. My brain, I'm trying to figure it all out. Yeah, so just kind of playing around with my setup still. I'm gonna definitely, once I get all of this home, this table is going to be shifted way over, and then I'm going to kind of spread these out more because they are definitely not distanced enough. So anyway, I'm going to get back to work. So kind of see a little bit better now. That's really a good space, and what I think I'm going to do, let me grab it. Whoa, don't mind my mess, guys. I have these lap trays that are wood and they're hard surfaces, and I thought about let me set it up and then I'll show you. I could just leave this here. That way it's a little spot for kids to go to work. And I would probably honestly have them face the wall just so when they do have their mask off, it's even more protection. We'll see. Might switch that up. I don't really want them to face away and be against a wall, but we'll see. But anyway, and then I could really easily clean this because it's all like a hard surface. I have other ones, but they're fabric, so I'm not gonna be able to use those. But I have 2 of these, so I thought this would at least be something that I could set up. So we'll see. Stuff over here, because I'm gonna have to take all that home. And that freed up these 2 corners, so I'm thinking these can be 2 spots where I can send kids for a break. So at the front of the room, and I think I am just gonna have to tell them that they're gonna have to face the wall just so it's more protection from everyone else. I need to make sure that's a 6-foot distance. I don't know that it is. So that table is probably gonna get shifted a little more that way, but I'm liking having these 2 spots. I think that'll be really nice for the kiddos. So we're coming along, guys, trucking along. The egg chair, I just don't know. I think what's making me hesitant is this because it's like a fabric. Because this is obviously would be easy to clean. I just don't know about that part because, you know, their hands are going to be touching it, knowing them, because they can't help it. When they go to sit on it, they're just going to touch it because they can't help it, like I said. So we'll see. I'm going to talk to my principal and see if I can find a way to make this work. So I'm hoping, because I love my egg chair. You guys know I love my egg chair. Well, you guys don't. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I love my egg chair. I'm very proud of it. I have wanted one. It's from IKEA, if you're curious, but it's very expensive at IKEA. I literally stumbled upon it at a garage sale last summer, and I about fell over because I've been wanting one forever, and it was only $10 they were selling it for. So I got really lucky, but yeah, I love this guy. Hello guys, I am back at school. It is the next day. Obviously I'm in a different outfit. Anyway, I am wrapping things up. I'm gonna finish that writing bulletin board, and you guys are gonna laugh at me. I'm switching up some things on my reading and math board only because I don't like the colors. So I'll show you guys what I mean. And then yeah, I gotta get my flexible seating out of here and just some other little things. So I'll take you guys along with me, but we are almost done with classroom setup and I'm very excited. You know you're on a mission when you've got both computers open while you're working. Also, please don't judge me for all of those icons. I have to print all that stuff, so that's why it's there. All right, so I'm making this label for above my speech bubbles so the students know what they can use to show text evidence. So I picked the KG Blank Space Solid because it's like my favorite font ever, and it's also free on TPT if you're interested in it, but I love it. So I'm gonna get ready to print this out on my Cricut and get that up on the board, and I'm excited. All right, if you haven't heard of the Sharpie trick, I'm gonna show you. Basically, you just color your staples with your Sharpie, or probably anything that's like a black marker. So I'm gonna do quite a bit because I've got quite a to staple. So I colored that all in. As you can see, very different, a lot darker. So I'm gonna stick this back in the stapler. And then when I staple things to the wall, the silver is not going to show through, and so it'll be black, and I'm doing black letters, so that makes sense, right? My brain. Okay, here we go. Look closely, see how up here I forgot to do the Sharpie trick, so it's very evident that there's staples versus down below, since I colored them in, you can't really see the staples, so that's nice. Made the train much smaller because again my spatial awareness is not very good. Let me just hold this up to show you how the difference. That one is like one whole thing. That's so funny. Okay, anyway, so I got that up there, and I got the sentence fluency icon as well, and then I also got these put up. So I use the cups strategy to edit our papers. So I've got that up there now where the kids can refer to that. So that's how this board is coming along. I'm going to add in black with my Cricut writing focus, and then like right there is gonna be whatever current writing we're working on. If it's narrative, opinion, that kind of thing, will be a summary of that right there. So kids will know exactly what we're working on. But yeah, I'm loving how this little space is coming together. All right, something that I did that was not necessary. These are my speech bubbles from last year, and when I created them, I wasn't really thinking about my color scheme in mind, so I switched them out, and I think they look so much better and more vibrant and just go with my classroom theme better anyway. So I like them better. Now, was this necessary? No. But do I like it? Yes. So this is how this little spot looks now, so I'm super excited. The board done. Again, I switched up these colors just because I'm crazy like that, and it's fine. I love it. And it's ready to go. And writing is almost ready too. Obviously just need that little focus board there. So my bulletin boards are like done, guys. So woo, we are pumped. I got these, they're called distraction pockets. So got these from the Target dollar spot, but basically what I'm gonna use them as is a headphones holder for my kids' headphones. I got this idea from my friend Fit and Fifth on Instagram. So I just cut out numbers and I'm gonna place these onto the pockets and hang those up. So I just got these distraction pockets is what they're called, hung up on my filing cabinet right here. So I numbered up until 25 because right now I have 24, and I think my numbers are even going to go down a little bit because some students have chosen the remote learning option. My original thought was to do headphones, but now I'm leaning towards more of this being a check-in system, that they're here every day, because I can't really use what I did before with these cups because they'd all be touching it, versus here they'd just be touching their individual pockets. So I'm still debating. The jury's still out, guys. We will decide by next week though, but I really like how this looks. I think it'll be nice to organize either their lunch cards and how they check in, or it will be for headphones. One of the two, so we'll see. All right, so I got this mat from the Target dollar spot. I think it was like $3, and I just really liked it because it has the state and then the capital. And again, in third grade, they just really struggle still with the concept of, you know, where they live in comparison to the United States. So I'm thinking I'll hang this up, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about putting it right here, which is underneath my multiplication sprints, which also is near my, I have these flags. These are all the countries I've been to. So at least then it would still be kind of near that. So I think I'm gonna put it up here and see what I think once it's up. So I just cut it up and I really like it. I just am trying to think about, I wanna do something interactive with it. So if you guys have any ideas or tips, let me know, just cause I'd like to make it more real for them and something, I don't know, that they can relate to more. I don't know. Throw any ideas you guys have down below because I'd love to hear them. I still have this space here, so I don't know if we could do something here. But I also don't want to get too overwhelming with this corner. So again, just let me know what you guys think, any ideas you have, and drop them in the comments below. Hey guys, so I just got back and had a package and I opened it up and it was these. I'm so excited to use these for review games. It'll be so fun. There was no note, so I don't know if it was someone from YouTube. So if it was you, thank you so much for these. I'm so excited to use them in my classroom and I just can't wait. So thank you if it was you. Hi guys, so it has been a wild past few days. We have had some meetings and my coworkers have been in, so I've just been kind of busy when I've been in here, and I've been talking and hanging out with them because I haven't seen them all summer. So it's just been like a whirlwind of a few days. So I've actually, this is my third day in, no, fourth day in, my brain. But I haven't really gotten to do a lot each day. I've kind of just done a couple of things because I had a 3-hour meeting yesterday. and a meeting with my team beforehand. So I've probably only gotten a couple of things done every day. So that's why this video is kind of being stretched, and you'll see me in like 4 different outfits because I've been working and doing all kinds of things over the past few days. So anyway, I'm just gonna kind of wrap up with what I have today, and my room should be ready, and I'm actually gonna have a room tour up this weekend. So this vlog will be up Friday, and then the room tour will be coming as well this weekend. So hope you're excited. All right, well, I'm gonna finish up what I'm doing and check back in with you guys here in a little bit. And put these little guys on these 2 tables and then on this table as well, just because I know exactly where kids are gonna be sitting here. So I think that's gonna be really nice for pencils this year. That way they always have a pencil handy and a spot to put it, rather than it just getting on the floor or around the room somewhere. So I think I'm gonna really like that. I'm excited. I changed my mind. I moved the mat from down there to there just because I don't want kids to touch it and play around with it. So I think it's gonna be housed here. I don't really know if I'm gonna do anything else with it right now, but I think it will just be nice for kids to reference, and they always like to look at, they love looking at my flags, and I feel like I could just see them every once in a while coming over here and just looking at it. I don't know, it'll be a good reference point, and we can talk about it as the year progresses. All right, guys, now it's time for some not so fun things, labeling books. So I'm gonna get working on this. Here we go. Just got this whole bookshelf labeled these, and my back hurts, so I'm taking a break. I have like 4 more pages because I still need to do most of my library, but this whole bookshelf is done, which is nice, so that's exciting. We're really down to the nitty-gritty, guys. I can't wait. I'm so excited for school to start. I know it's gonna look different, but I'm just getting more excited now. So I just got my bulletin board out in the hallway ready. I'm not gonna film out there because my coworkers are here and I just don't want them to hear me talking to myself. So I'll just show you guys a quick clip of that. All right, guys, that is it for classroom setup. I'm so excited. I can't wait to bring to you my full-blown room tour. It will be up either Saturday or Sunday, so be staying tuned for that. I can't talk, it's fine. Whew, it's been a whirlwind of a week, but super pumped, super excited, and I can't wait to show you guys the room. So hit that subscribe button if you want to see the full-blown room tour that's coming this weekend. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.